Hello, beautiful people. My name is Michelle, and as the title indicates, we are going to talk about the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. One of my favorite times of year. I love the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. It is going to run between July the 8th through, I think, let me double check, through August the 4th. Everyone gets to shop July the 12th through August the 4th. Prices will go up immediately on the next day, August the 5th. If you are an icon level member, you can start on July the 8th. Influencers can start on the 10th. Am I right? Yes, July the 10th. I happen to be an influencer. I'm not an icon. I don't spend that much. Icon, if that's you, you already know, July the 8th. Influencers start on the 10th. Everyone shops from the 12th through the 3rd. So you may be asking, Michelle, what's the big deal about Nordstrom Anniversary Sale? The pricing, the availability to experience brands at great price points that you might not experience otherwise. For example, lots of 2-for-1s, if you will, 2 things for the price of 1, deep discounts, add-ons to purchases, maybe a lotion in addition to a fragrance. It's just a great sale. There is so much energy in the store. They give away some gift cards. Oftentimes they have a lot of scratch-off tickets that they may give away. So depending on the store and the location, they do different things to celebrate sales during this time. And it's not just beauty and fragrance. It's clothing, it's jewelry, it's household items, shoes, not just for women. Your significant other, your husband, your brother, kids, just the whole store has specials. Today, I just want to focus on beauty, but I'm going to come back and do other items that may be in the sale as well. Now, I have never done a video like this. What happened was that I was going to sit down and look at the information that I was sent to go ahead and start my wish list so that when it's my time to shop, I'm ready, because some things do sell out and they aren't always replenished. For example, the sunglasses are always the first to go. Oftentimes by day 2 of when the general public can shop, they're already gone. So you need to be at the ready the day that you can shop. Now, I have a personal appointment with my sales associate. I already have that appointment. So if the icon folks leave anything for me, there are a couple of things that I plan to get. Let me just say this, and I'm sorry if you're ready for me to get to the actual items, but this is important to me, so I want to say it. If you don't have the funds to enjoy any of these items, it is okay. It is okay. Walk through the store and look. If you're a busy mom, if you're saving, it is a great time. There's lots of energy. If it's not going to trigger you to spend funds that you have for other things, then of course don't go. I just want to share that there was a time when I just had to walk through and look at things. When my daughters were dancing competitively and cheering, there was not a whole bunch of funds for Nordstrom Anniversary Sale and private school and all of this kind of thing. So get in where you fit in. Maybe you just want to try 1 or 2 items. Perhaps you have a vacation coming up and you just don't have the funds for it this year. Go become an educated consumer on what you do enjoy or you may want. And then when you have the funds that may not be discretionary, when you have the discretionary funds, then you can take the plunge when you see it at a good sale price. So with that being said, if you know that you're going to shop and you have saved up for the sale, I want to go over a couple of things, and I thought that I would just sit down with my cup of coffee and I'm going to go through this book and just talk about 10 items that I know that I'm going to try this year. And as I go through the catalog, I will also share some of the items that I have purchased in the past, and I will give you a little bit of feedback on those. So first up, I told you the sunglasses. I'm going to insert a picture because my sales associate allowed me to come in and she showed me the Burberry sunglasses. Just stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The Burberry sunglasses, and she also let me take a peek at the Michelle watch. My name's Michelle. The watch is beautiful. She's missing an L though. The watch is missing an L in the name of it, but it is beautiful. We shall see. I've been having my eye on this watch for about a year. I'm thinking about getting it, the Michelle watch, or maybe the Movado. I like the Movado. I don't know. Everybody has their thing. So the other thing I want to share about the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale is that they also have summer and winter items. You're gonna see boots, they always do a good job on a beautiful high-end winter coat. And when I say, one coat may be $100 on sale, the other coat is $1,000 on sale, just depending on, it's all relative. So just keep that in mind. First up, NARS. I'm going to go back for the NARS Duo. I got it last year. Beautiful. I am wearing the Dolce Vita right now. That is what this looks like. And the other color in the set was Orgasm. That's just the name of the color. I'm sorry if anyone is offended by that. This year, it looks like they're gonna have a set of two, and it's gonna be a $38 purchase, which is usually $56. So that's gonna be a nice savings. If you are a Charlotte Tilbury fan, they're gonna have a gloss, a lippy, and a lip pencil, which for $63, and that's usually a $95 purchase. Another combo that you wanna look at, I got two of these last year, is your MAC. I think they're gonna have a lip pencil along with a lipstick. And I recall some of the colors being myrrh, chestnut. Everyone needs a chestnut liner from MAC. I don't care your shade tone, I don't care. Everyone could benefit from chestnut. I love it on every complexion. Chestnut, soar, mare, and I think warm teddy. I think those are some of the lippies, some of the lipstick purchases. Oh, and jewelry. They're going to have a lot of jewelry. Moving right along. Oh, I saw a lot of Westman Atelier this year. So I'm interested in trying a little bit of that. I have not dipped my toe in the water with that line. Comment below if you have experienced or tried Westman Atelier. I can't get my hands on samples. They go very, very quickly, but they have been gaining in popularity. Be sure you go over to the jewelry area because that's where all the happening is. It is so much fun depending on the layout of your store. They're giving away samples, food samples, depending on which day you go. There is a DJ that is rocking and rolling various tunes. It is just high energy. And throughout the sale through the August the 4th is what I think I said, all the way through August the 4th, yes. They have the live music, someone may be playing the piano, DJ, all of that stuff. So you want to look into that. They have a lot in the area of shoes. I'm thinking about a pair of Adidas. I think it was is that the Samba or the Gazelle? I don't know. I don't need them, so I may not do it. I don't know if I'm gonna add that to my wish list or not. We shall see. I am going to get a pair of the Burberry sunglasses, no doubt. Definitely going to do that. They always do a nice configuration on the beige luggage set. This year, it looks like it's gonna be a beautiful dusty purple is one of the colors, and it may be the only color, I'm not sure, but it is gorgeous. But I just bought beige. I showed you that in a different video. I think mine was the maple, the brown color, but I gotta tell you, if you are a purple lover, it is beautiful, and it looks like it has a hint of gray in it. Lovely, 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 lovely. A white hat that I'm looking at here, and who is that? It's by Rag & Bone. It's typically $250. It'll be down to $165, and to be quite honest, I don't know that I want to even pay that much, but it's white and it's sharp looking, so I am gonna look at it. If you are into fitness, workout of any type, Zella is a beautiful brand. I think it's Nordstrom's own brand, if I'm not mistaken. Friend, Zella makes some really cute high-end pieces. Not necessarily high-end because of price. Now, it's not inexpensive, but the quality. I have several Zella pieces. That whole athleisure thing is really what they're about. They make pieces if you want to run and you really need some hardcore exercise gear for more cardio and weightlifting, stuff like that. But they also make some very cute athleisure wear to go out and about running errands. Very comfy, but pulled together. Lots of denim as usual. Boots, a various selection of boots, all the way from ankle boots, cowboy boots to knee boots. So very excited about that. The cashmere, Donna Karen, I think it was the cashmere deodorant. I just got one about a month ago and I showed that on another video. They always do that set. When I get to it in the book, I will let you know, but they always do a pairing of that. I said I was only gonna stick to makeup. See, I just get going and amped up. All right, here we are. We are back at that Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to get 2 of those. So that'll give me a total of 4. One of my favorite setting sprays along with the One Size. I love that. And I just picked up the Huda Beauty's setting spray. So I'm gonna present that in another video. It's in a random haul. I may film it later today, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna get to that. Lots from Armani Beauty. I don't have anything from that line, so I might try that as well. And more Westman Atelier. Dior always has a nice little sampling as well. And then it looks like that's a cheek stain on the Westman Atelier. Retails for $52. It's gonna be down to $38. Fragrance. Oh gosh. Maison Francis Kirk de Jean, MFK. You know that I talk about him as it relates to Baccarat Rouge 540. He's going to have a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different scents in a kit, and it retails for $275, which is what I paid for it twice. It was going to be down to $199. So there's a savings there if you want to try Baccarat Rouge, the Gentle Fluidity. What else is in here? Amorous and 6 other fragrances. And this is the set that you put in the Globetrotter. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have to go back to my previous Baccarat Rouge 540 videos where I talk about these things. And it's probably time for me to update that video. I've been trying to get my hands on the Kirky, which is supposed to be a very fun and fruity scent. And once I do that, I'll do the video. Parfums de Marly, they have a kit that it's gonna have a set of 3. Their Classics scent along with 2 others. Now that retails for $725. It's going to be down to $485. They do lots of fragrance pairings. If you have had your eye on some Jo Malone, Prada, Viktor and Rolf, Diptyque, Maison Margiela's, Jimmy Choo, Gucci, you want to be at the fragrance department. 2 different sets of the Parfums de Marly, okay? 2 different sets there. Always have a good pairing with the La Mer. They have a lot of La Mer in there, and they also have the Jo Malone. One of her fragrances that's very popular is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and that is going to be retails for $256, and it's going to be down to $170. So you have that. Just so much going on there. As we stick with beauty, want to share that I don't know if you guys have heard of the New Face. I have not seen it here yet in this year's sale, but I got my New Face, which is a beauty device that you use on your face. It has a current that kind of stimulates the cells and things and kind of tightens your skin. I don't use it as much as I should, but I did get it at the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. In addition to the beauty, they have lots of hair care tools. They have Dyson, T3, all kinds of stuff. Chi sometimes. They have that mask that I thought about getting. One that is available is by Dr. Dennis Gross. It retails for $568. It's gonna be $455. And there's a less expensive option that retails for $349, and it's going to be $244.30, and that's by the company Solar Wave. Okay, so again, I'm just making a wish list. Everything I mentioned that I want, I can't get. I'm going to have to narrow it down as we get closer. Lots of hair care products. You know, we spend a fortune trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that. There are going to be options there. And I cannot believe I have not discussed this yet. One of the my favorite thing about Nordstrom is their return policy. They are so gracious. They are so gracious. There is no stipulation in terms of a return by date. If you buy a dress and you don't wear it for 4 months, if something is wrong with that dress when you go to zip it or something is pulling already, they do not hassle you about their products. They will exchange it, return, whatever you need to do. They are very accommodating. Oftentimes, if the dress or the garment is no longer available, they'll say, well, we can have our seamstress or alterations department fix this for you if you really want the item. So their customer service, creme de la creme. Lots of glitter and glam in terms of skin. Kapari is going to have a duo. I showed you the Kapari. It's the Kapari. It is an oil, not very heavy, lots of glitter, and they're gonna have a pairing that retails for $84. It'll be available for $55. I just bought that single last month. I should have waited, but I didn't know. So, case in point, that would have been a very good buy. With your Luxe skincare, if you want to try the Dior, the La Mer, some of these of the Gucci, the Chanel, some of these higher, Augustinus Bader, that is one that I may look at. And I'm thinking about that one because I have some other things in my collection in terms of his products. This set retails for $510. It's down to $342. So I don't know, we're up there. Cicely Paris has a deal in this year's Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. Coming on down the spectrum a little bit. If you're thinking 3 and 4, Michelle, are you smoking? No, I'm not. Okay, I know. L'Occitane en Provence, I think, is one of the more inexpensive lines, relatively speaking. Good skincare. Her almond oil is just incredible. You've seen me present that. I love it. They're going to have a set that values for $91. That's available. It's going to be $52. They're going to have Clinique, Sand and Stone, that Donna Karan, that deodorant. It looks like it's going to be a set of 3. Retails for $96. It's going to be down to $72. The Osea. You guys have seen me present these items. I'm getting a better deal here than when I bought them months ago. The Osea, that 3-piece set, retails for $104. It's gonna be $62. And then Bobbi Brown's product, I think this is a combination of a moisturizer and a primer. Not sure, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 almost. Retails for $138, and it's gonna be $69. So now I like that price. I like that price. Again, fragrances for men too. I don't want this video to be too long, but just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what the sale is about. Again, I do have an appointment with my SA to she's gonna pull some things and have them already ready for me so I can look at them. There's no pressure for me to say, no, this is it. This is what I'm coming with. I'll help you put it. No, they wouldn't dare have you to help put the stuff back, but that's just how accommodating they are. I recommend you determine or decide what you want to spend. Be at the ready. When you walk in, ask someone to help you find these 4 items. A lot of the stuff is replenished, and if it is replenished, it may be in a different color combination. For example, when I bought On Clouds last year, the color combination that I wanted sold out. They brought more in, but it was in a different combination, but I ended up loving it. They always do a Longchamp pliage tote. I know that they're gonna do one this year. I'd be surprised if they didn't. This is the one I got last year and I absolutely love it. And I also got the All Saints last year. Great work bag there. Dry Bar often does something in terms of a configuration. So what am I saying? That August the 5th, all of the prices will go up. If you're an icon, July 8th is your day. If you are an influencer like myself, you can go on the 10th. On August the 5th, all prices go back up. And I mean, they go back up. I've gone in to see, yes, they're back up. Everyone is available to shop the 12th through August the 4th. Get in where you fit in. Don't be triggered. Go window shop. I'm going to do another Nordstrom Anniversary Sale video, and I'm going to focus in the next one on clothing and home goods because there's some Farm Rio. You guys know how I feel about Farm Rio. So with that being said, I would appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. And if you go back to some of my earlier videos, you will see a lot of these items. I do appreciate your support. We are well over 1,000 subscribers. I am so incredibly grateful. Thank you for having a little coffee and girl or guy time with me as we go through the literature together. Until next time, au revoir.